안녕하세요. 젠지 스포츠의 정글러 캐니언 김건보입니다. 월지가 끝나고 나서 FA가 된 후에 생각을 하다가 괜찮다 싶어서 걸어왔습니다.
굉장히 네임밸류가 있는 선수들이 많이 모인 것 같고 어떤 모습을 보일지 좀 기대하고 있습니다.
새롭게 바뀐 로스터에 대해서는 잘하는 선수들이라서 재미있을 것 같네요, 이번 시즌.
제일 기대가 되는 팀 중에 하나인 것 같고 멤버들만 봤을 때는 굉장히 세다고 생각하고 있습니다.
골드 우승했는데 로스터가 바뀌어질 생각은 안 했고 제일 잘하는 선수들이다 보니까 크게 놀라거나 하는 건 없었어요.
좋은 성적을 거두고 와서 같은 멤버로 다시 간다는 게 좋은 것 같고 오랫동안 해온 친구들로서 올해도 얼마나 재밌을까라는 기대감이 있는 것 같아요.
또 이렇게 같이 하게 되니까 합이 잘 맞을 것 같다라고 기대하고 있고 이번에 또다시 많이 우승하고 싶습니다.
페이커 선수 같은 선수가 있기에 노력할 수 있는 동기부여적 한 부분이 되는 것 같아요. 왜냐하면 정점을 찍었음에도 계속 다시 정점에 도전하는 모습과 그에 맞는 실력을 보이고 있고 그런 모습들이 리스펙트하게 되는 것 같아요.
아마 올해도 많이 맞붙을 것 같은데 좋은 경기 하고 싶다고 말해주고 싶습니다.
T1을 많이 만난다는 건 잘하고 있다는 뜻이기도 하거든요. 그래서 많이 만났으면 좋겠습니다.
개막 전부터 T1을 상대하게 됐는데 꼭 이기고 싶고 꼭 이기도록 하겠습니다.
제가 호랑이를 굉장히 좋아하는데 젠지가 또 호랑이가 좀 들어가더라고요. 제가 더 호랑이를 좋아하는지 호랑이의 싸움을 한번 해봤으면 좋겠습니다.
실적인 목표는 당연히 우승이고요.
어느 대회든 한 번은 반드시 우승하고 싶다는 생각이 있는 것 같아요.
LCK부터 MSI, 월드까지 모든 컵을 올리는 게 목표인 것 같습니다.
2024년 젠지 팬 여러분들 많이 기대해 주시면 좋겠고 좋은 성적, 많은 기쁨을 선사할 수 있도록 열심히 노력하겠습니다.
저희가 그동안 계속해서 준우승했던 아쉬움이 있기 때문에 올 한 해는 많은 우승을 목표로 하겠습니다.
You kind of felt like maybe comms would be a little quiet without him.
Yeah, Pays, Chovy, Canyon, none of these players are known.
Keen?
And now you have Lahens, who by himself generates enough as, of course, the defending champion Gen.G.
The three-peat. All the trophies, or at least little versions of them.
Yeah, and all those players, of course. Lahens was there for one of the victories, and Chovy was there for all three of them. Pays for 2 out of the 3.
Yep.
All of last year to the tournament. So changes were deemed necessary. As hey,
Kermit going to be sitting in the coach's booth, of course. Tom will remain the drafting coach. Be a thing, but there's Varus and there's
No.
First picking it. You said it. You spoke it into existence, Chronicler.
Yeah, that's on me.
The support, the jungle Lulu is actually really interesting tech from back in the day. Spirit and Peanut, both players that did play that about 4 years ago. So Canyon going to be back to his AP jungler roots.
There you go.
Excited to see how that one's going to go. Chickens coming on through. Owner's position going to be given away. There's a crash down. Does find a little bit of a knock up, and of course Lahens is here. Flag and drag. Owner looking to escape. See whether he does risk as Achilles, right? So it's tough. Okay, all out underneath this turret here is Zeus fighting this K'Sante, and I think that he wins the long fight. Even tanks a turret shot and still feels no worse for wear.
It's a cool mask. I like it a lot. I'm glad it's here, and also Gwen is very happy it's here, as the Madness passive is going to give you an incredible amount of...
Double cannon miss for both mid laners.
That's rough.
Oh, it's a tough time. A little bit worrying, and there it goes. So 3 apiece for both teams. Not going to have any Void Mites this time as Chovy looking to deliver something to Zeus here. He's burning down, but I don't think it's really going to be a thing that works out. Faker teleports in, collects himself first blood against Keen.
TPing back towards the top side to apply as much pressure as possible. So take another look at the play here. And the unfortunate reality is that with the immediate TP, there just isn't that much you can do. A little bit of anti-synergy there as well as Keen drags Zeus away so that Chovy doesn't actually have an opportunity to do something.
Pressure going to be on, and Chovy is going to answer that call just a little bit here. Fast bomb coming out, big one going to miss. As Faker gets underneath this turret. He's not out of the woods just yet though, as Canyon making his way in. He gets smoked, there's a Pop Blossom, throws Canyon into the sky. Crash down, gonna be avoided there by Faker, who goes the other direction, finds the snare. The Blooming Burst come down, but Chovy was given enough time, and he'll come on over and take the kill. A bit of time has been bought though, so that means... Yeah, he's got the Cyclo Sword as well, going for the build Teddy went for in game number 1. As All Out coming on in here, as they're taking a lot of damage. This time, Gwen not as immune. And that is not the real one. Gonna be backing away. But Chovy, if he continues to land these rockets with 2 items, really is starting to become a bit of a problem here. Pays with red-white. Decent amount of ammo. Will have enough for any potential fights that do come up. And secured by Canyon. Pop Blossom finds 3 from Faker, and there's the flag and drag as well. The option is Pays. They're looking for him, and they will be able to get their prize here as now Gen.G just running for the hills. Canyon, he should be able to walk his way out because Zeus has other things on his mind. Chovy has to flash to avoid both Zeus and Ona making their way down. Lehens gets to the safety of his turret.
It's quite a big win. So take another look at the play here. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Double or triple knock-up from Faker, and then the immediate double knock-up from Ona.
Certainly could be. And okay, Gumiushi in a whole lot of trouble. He does have a campfire, and Chovy losing out. And right now you can see Keen waiting a little bit. Doesn't have a forward ward to deal with here as Carrier just going to play defense, and they're too late. Canyon not going to be able to make it in time. Gets a control ward there just to watch the Baron die. Now trying to canter his way out of here on his pants. He will be able to do so. But Gen.G just caught napping a little bit there. That is a very aggressive teleport as Faker doesn't find the Pop Blossom. In goes Keen, and Faker is now going to be all outed from this fight over the next couple of minutes.
Might be enough though if they can pull the trigger now to go for Dragon. And I love this from Zeus, actually starting it up.
And these rockets starting to hurt as well. T1 need to be decisive. They want to make something happen. Cozy Campfire's in there. This Dragon is going to be secured, but now the teleport's coming in. Faker, no Pop Blossom, and there's the Cataclysm. They're trying to just keep them here as Zeus gets into the backline. Chovy makes it to safety, but I don't know whether the pace is going to be so late. Never mind. He just explodes him. And now Faker's in the pit with nowhere to go. A Gravitum comes down. Moonlight Vigil is going to connect, and Faker, he is so low. A big one to the back of the head from Chovy is going to secure it once again, and Gen.G win out in multiple instances.
Get something off of the next back, but Soul Point with Infernal Soul being set up, and you see this, and Faker wants to try and cut off Keen from the rest of his team, but instead, the rest of Gen.G is ready, and Faker just ends up being overextension. That TP from Keen looked like it was going to backfire, but instead, they're up a member. And then here, again, I think this engage from Owner is great, but it just comes a little bit too early. He doesn't find a knock-up either, and when Zeus goes in, look at the rest of the team. There's no one with him. Keen is zoning Uma and Carrier. By the time Faker joins, the fight is already lost.
Yeah, and Faker, of course, looking a little bit silly at the end of that because of everything that happens to begin with. And didn't have a Pop Blossom either. It is just a bit of damage here from Keen. Not too much to worry about. Got a big old zoom out as there's the Cataclysm from Ona. Gets a huge amount of knockups as Keen now in a different spot. As there's the 3-man Pop Blossom as Faker comes in. He gets exhausted, but it's still enough to get the kill onto the hands. The whole bottom lane's taken down. Snip, snip, snip goes Zeus. And there's the flag drag flash from Ona to secure Chovy. 4 on the ground for Gen.G. T1 with the team fight.
And it feels even until it doesn't. Almost a clean ace here. Only Canyon is able to get out with his life. And T1, if they don't win the game at the very least, they are going to do critical damage to the structures. Lands up in a few seconds. I don't think he's going to have the opportunity. And T1, out of a game that felt like it had stabilized, find the first win in this best of 3.
Yeah, well, Canyon's going to try and do it again, but there goes the Nexus. T1!
이코 썼어. 나 뒤태 한번 몰래 탔어 일단. 몰래 탔어. 천천히 봐.
뭐 많이 빠졌고.
이거 보고 있다. 이거 얘네 모른다 이거.
오케이. 앞에 가볼게. 천천히. 해볼게.
봐봐. 나 막혀당한. 야 본다.
천천히. 봐줘. 아래.
걸었어.
아래. 앞에. 도대. 두꺼워.
오자. 노프리만 해. 프리.
나 한 번 돼. 펄기.
라인. 이거 내려올 수 있다 래. 내가 막혀.
이거 내가 갈게.
끝낼만 한 번.
끝낼만해. 이거 유출.